Oh, hello there. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Fluency Fundamentals series. This is a series of classes that prepares you for fluency in all kinds of topics that will come up in your everyday life. And today will be no different. We're working on idioms for plans and schedules. How can you talk about how much you've accomplished and how much you're going to accomplish using idiomatic expressions? And so far, in yesterday's class, this is part 2, we've learned a variety of different kinds of expressions. 16, if I remember correctly, altogether. So, more about that in a minute, but first, a quick introduction, and then we'll get started. My name is John Eric. I'm your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, coming at you today from Lisbon, Portugal, to bring you this class. By the way, if you click on my name anywhere in the Verbling website, or you click on my link in the Verbling chat window, it'll take you here to my profile page. On the left side, if you follow me, you will be able to communicate with me directly in the chat window, not the chat window, the message window on the top left, anytime you want, and you'll receive notifications of my upcoming classes, or you should. And on the right, you can book a private tutoring class or buy a package with me, and I will work with you on creating a personalized learning plan to help get you to your goals. Let's take a look at the material, and then we'll get started in part 2 of talking about plans and schedules, idioms for plans and schedules. Okay, so I'll give you the material in case you don't have it. This is the link that we used yesterday, and I'll give it to you. If you don't see it now, then take a look in the group chat inside of the Hangout, and you'll see it here. Okay, let's say welcome back to Mr. Sergey. Welcome back, Sergey. How are you?
Hi, John Eric. Everything is fine, thank you.
Very good, very good. And let's say welcome back to Claudio. Hello, Claudio. How are you?
Hello, teacher. Great. Pleased to meet you.
Excellent. Claudio, were you in yesterday's class in part 1? Can't remember. Yeah. You were? Oh, okay, okay. Maybe you left a little early because I don't remember seeing you at the end. But okay, good. So you've had an introduction. Very good. So let's take a look at what we're going to do. Yesterday, in the learning phase, we listened to a kind of a dialogue between two people that were talking about plans. Specifically, the plans of a colleague. Claudio, do you remember the situation yesterday? What happened to the colleague of those people?
Well, I came late, but I remember that it's I suppose it's about a university, a graduate situation.
Yeah, graduation, right? And what was the situation that happened specifically to the colleague of this man and woman? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's about support him. No, her. I think support her. Their friends need to help her. About yeah.
They need to help a friend do what?
Do you her? I don't know. I think her thesis or something about that.
Well, not exactly the thesis, but just to do the work in order to graduate. Not specifically a thesis. By the way, we don't really say thesis in English, just so you know. We say dissertation. Dissertation. That's one way to call a thesis if it's long. It's a dissertation. Or if it's short, we'll just say to write a paper, right? A research paper. The word thesis for us is a kind of a false friend. Okay, Claudio, that was a good recap. So yesterday we listened to that situation and we learned 16 new phrases.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. Let me say a quick hello to Ayano. Is that right? Ayano?
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Ayano. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Very good. Where are you from? Ayano?
I'm from Japan.
From Japan. Very good.
Yes.
Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes. My name?
Yeah, did I say it correctly? Is it Ayano? Like that?
Yes. Ayano is correct. Correct.
Okay, very good, very good. So, Ayano.
In Japan,
Yes.
are you from?
Whoops, what was that?
I just asked which city in Japan.
Which city, Ayano?
Yes. I'm from IT Prefecture. IT Prefecture. Do you know? Nagoya. Nagoya City.
Nagoya.
Nagoya.
Okay.
There you go, Sergey. Nagoya.
Okay. No, I frequently visit Japan, one city, and I just thought maybe it is the same city.
Where did you go, Sergey?
It's Sendai.
Sendai. Yes, I know.
Oh, yeah? Very good, very good. We should do a class on Japanese cities, because I know nothing about them, okay? Not today,
Okay.
but soon. All right, listen, everyone. Let me go back here for a second. So, okay, the only thing is, Ayano, your connection has lots of noise. So,
Sorry.
okay, so I'm going to ask you just to turn off your microphone when you're not speaking. Okay?
Yes, I know. I understand. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. All right. And when you're ready to speak, you can turn it back on. No problem. Okay, so yes, yesterday we listened to a dialogue and we learned lots of expressions, 16 altogether. Now, what I want to do today is I want you to have practice using those 16 expressions, but I want to do something new. So first of all, yesterday I left you with an assignment. By the way, here is the last thing we did. You can see all 16 expressions on slides 5 and 6. And if you want a copy of this presentation, Ayano, you can just click the link. The second link you see in the Verbling chat window on the right side, that will give you a copy of the material that we're doing today and yesterday. If you don't see it, I'll put it in the group chat as well. So you'll see it in 2 different chat boxes. If you want a copy of this in your computer, you can open it, you can download it, you can review it later, or just see it up close in class by clicking that link. So I asked you, if you wanted to get more practice, to finish the exercises on page 8 here, the true and false. And I gave you a second exercise on slide 9 and 10. And this one you had to make a choice about which answer sounded best. Okay? We're not going to go over the answers in class, but I will go over questions. Okay, so if there's any particular numbers that you had difficulty with, just let me know now, and we'll go over the answers together. Okay? So either any questions here on slide 8 if you did it for homework. If there's any questions here, let me know. Any questions on slides 9 and 10 for exercise 2 if you did it for homework? Any questions? Going once, going twice.
No one did your homework, John.
I know, no one ever does my homework, but I've got to ask. Okay, so we're going to do one exercise together, which is a much more fluency-based exercise. It's still using the key expressions. It's still doing an exercise, so it's controlled and limited. Therefore, there's only one right answer. But we'll do it as an introduction for Ayano and as a review for Claudio. And Sergey, I don't remember if you were in this class or the class before yesterday. I can't remember now. I know you were here yesterday, but I don't remember which class.
I was in a class about neighboring.
Okay, you weren't in this one. So this will be an introduction for you too.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Sergey, I'd like you to read the context, the directions, under exercise 3 at the top of the screen for us, please.
You want me to read it?
I do.
Okay. Jasper is not an efficient assistant manager, but he keeps his job because his uncle owns the company. The manager was on vacation for 2 weeks, and now Jasper must write a report about what happened while the manager was gone. Fill in the blanks with an idiom from this list below to complete Jasper's report.
There you go. Okay. Any questions about what we're going to do in this warm-up exercise? You're going to get a chance to use these in a fluent way later in the class. But any questions about this exercise before we begin? Questions about the directions? We're cool? Okay. Claudio, can I ask you to read through the first two columns of, no, the first column and a half of those idioms. Just let me just hear you say the first 7 or 8, okay? Then Ayana, I'm going to ask you to read the rest. Go ahead, Claudio.
Okay, the first one is feel through.
Listen to me. Fell through. Through.
Fell through.
Good. With a th sound. Th.
Okay. Okay, fell through.
Good.
Okay, and the second is bring you up to date.
Keep going. Fast.
Yeah. Called off, around the clock, move up, keep track of, carry out, and I'm about to.
Good. Stop there for a second. Notice all of these phrases have a verb, and the verb is conjugated. What verb tense do you see? Do you see the past, the present, or the future there? Or a mixture?
Yeah, past and present.
Past.
The third is called off.
Yeah, past and present. Because it's a report. So the report's going to be talking about what happened, therefore it's in the past. Just to be clear. Okay, Ayano, can I ask you to read the rest of the idioms, please? Starting from the one after am about to. The rest.
And catch up on the spur of the moment.
Good.
And making good time.
Good.
Behind the schedule.
Good.
Put off. Looking forward to.
Okay, good. Let's look at one word, Ayana. One word. The word forward. Forward. Say that again for me.
Looking forward to.
Okay, good. All right, sounds good. Now, you might not know some of these expressions, but we're going to do this exercise to teach them to you. So hopefully the context will give you a clear idea, but I'll give you some other help if you need it. Let's try it, okay? Let's go back to the beginning with Sergey. Take the first sentence. Tell me which of those expressions you think fits best.
Sure, so it's this report should bring you up to date on all our projects and employee situations. So it's bring you up to date.
Sounds good to me. Bring you up to date. It's the same as saying to update you on. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Very good. So number one, bring you up to date. Up to date is often written with a hyphen. Look in the chat window and you'll see how I wrote it. Notice it's up to date, often written together with a hyphen. In this version, on the page, it's not written with a hyphen because I believe I think this book might be Australian originally. I'm not sure. I don't think it's American. Not 100% sure. But anyway, you'll often see it written hyphenated, up to date, like that.
And where is chat window? I only see group chat window, and there is no any messages from you here. So could you copy it to group chat window actually?
I'd rather not, but I can if I have to.
I don't see any other chats.
Let's see if we can turn it on really quickly. Let's see if we can do it. So, Sergey, on the left side of your screen, do you see the blue box with the yellow V for verbling?
With yellow V for Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay?
Okay,
And what's the last thing I wrote in the chat window?
bring you up to date and up to
Fantastic.
date.
That's it. Okay? If anyone else doesn't see the messages I'm writing, I'll help you open the chat window. Okay? It's not obvious all the time. Welcome to class, Carmen. How are you?
Good morning, Jan. Good morning, everybody. I'm just fine, thank you.
Good. Okay. So, for those of you who were not in the second class yesterday, I'm doing a little warm-up exercise to get you used to some of the plan and schedule idioms that we learned. And then we're going to practice them together in a more fluent way. Okay? So just so you know what we're doing. And because you weren't here yesterday, you might not know the meaning of these idioms, right? So you're going to use the context to make an educated guess. Don't worry about being wrong. What's important is that after you do the exercise, you have a rough idea of what some of these things mean. Mr. Claudio, I'd like you to read, I'd like you to do the second one, but I'd like you to read from the beginning and then fill in the one after Hawaii. So read from the very beginning, Claudio.
Yeah. Hawaii.
Start
So,
from this report. Start from the beginning.
where? Mm, this report?
Start there, please.
Okay. This report should bring you up to date on all our projects and employee situation. I hope you understand everything here because my wife invited me to Hawaii. Invited me to Hawaii. I think that is I don't know. It's between behind the schedule, but I don't remember if behind is late or early. But suppose it's late. I don't know.
Well, look at the rest of the sentence. The rest of the sentence is so.
So I won't be here the rest of this month.
Keep going. She
loves to surprise me with these little trips.
So he was surprised, right?
Yeah.
So was he expecting to go on the trip?
No.
No.
So maybe it could be invite me to Hawaii on the spur of the moment. Yeah.
Correct. That's it. Yeah. On the spur of the moment. That means doing something unexpected, spontaneous.
Spontaneous, yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, so as you can see, this is a report that someone has to write to their boss, and we're filling in plans and idioms. Carmen, I'm going to put the other page back on the screen. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Oh, why? That's weird. Why is the numbering start at 1 on this page? Oh, maybe I made a mistake. Uh-oh, hope I didn't make a mistake. Let's try it. Carmen, you're going to take number 1 on the second page, and I'll put the idioms back on the screen. Ooh, I think there might be a mistake here, that this should be number 1. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's see if we can make it work. Hopefully we will.
Okay, the deal with the Corona Corporation, they no longer want us to build a new skyscraper. This may be my fault. I told them most of us are afraid of heights. It was just a joke. They are awfully sensitive, aren't they?
There you go. Afraid of what? Afraid of
heights.
Heights.
Oh, sorry, heights.
There you go. Oh, I'm thinking that there might be a mistake on this page. Uh-oh. I hope not. Let's see if we can find one to fit. I think we're missing a page here. Let's see. So let me do it like this. To make it easy, let me open this presentation twice so I can flip back and forth really quickly.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Give me just a second here. I'm going to open it.
Yes.
Okay. So on this slide, the deal with the Corona Corporation blank. They no longer want us to build a skyscraper, and here are your choices.
Can you scroll back to the sentence? Because I didn't get the whole meaning yet. They no longer want us. only is good. It may be, and I told them that most of us are afraid of heights. It was just their sensitivity. Okay.
And then the choices are?
Scroll up and declare, move up, keep track, okay, about to catch up. Making good time. Behind schedule. It says something about a joke, no?
What was the speaker's fault? Or what was the person who's saying this? What was their fault? That's the clue.
Because he said that most of them are afraid of heights.
Heights.
Of heights. Sorry. They're afraid of heights.
Mm-hmm. And so
they took it seriously, and they just took it seriously.
And what did they do as a result? Did the project go forward?
Okay, yeah, okay, I get. Can you come back to this? Okay, it's like it was cancelled or something.
Exactly. Okay, good. So the deal with the Corona Corporation. The deal with the Corona Corporation. Now look, you've got called off, but does called off fit in the blank?
No, what's called off?
Right, but that's not our choice. We don't have that choice. So we got to have a synonym.
Okay. Must be verb in the past too.
Exactly.
I only can imagine fall through.
Okay.
Fell through.
The deal with the Corona Corporation fell through. Sounds great. It's correct. Sounds good.
Is that the right one?
Yeah, it's the right one. Yes. Fell through. And we could say called off because it has to be the passive voice. Because the Corona Corporation did call it off, as you said. It was called off. Sorry. The deal with the corporation called off. We don't know who's calling it off. There needs to be in the passive voice. It was called off by them, but we can't put in a was here. It's not possible. Yeah. So we had to go with another choice. Fell through is absolutely correct.
Yeah, and I'm just watching now the other slides and says fall through, meaning failed to happen, because I didn't know that. So failed to happen, it didn't happen.
Right. Exactly right. By the way, if you want to cheat at any time, you can always go to this slide. I'll tell you in a second. Here. Slide 21 and 22 will give you a short definition. 21 to 23 will give you a short definition if you weren't in the class yesterday. Fall through, fail to happen, or be against one's will. Like our picnic will fall through if it rains. Exactly. Okay? So you'll go there if you want a quick definition. And in fact, I'll open that tab so I can quickly go to those definitions too, because that's a good idea. Okay? So give me just a second here. Okay? So maybe we won't go for it. Yeah.
I have a question. So why isn't called off working this case? Why can I just tell the deal with Corona was called off?
Because we can't change the answers. If we could add was, it would be correct. You're absolutely right. But they don't give us that choice in the exercise. In the exercise...
So you only should use these words and you cannot add anything to it? Oh.
Exactly. There's only one right answer. So called off will fit somewhere else. That's why. And we can't add anything to it. That's exactly right. Okay? So, Ms. Ayano, let's try number 2. And I'll put the answers on the screen in a second. Okay? Your choices. Go for it.
No, but I can't remember how many people started their vacations last week. I started to
blank.
Bring you up to date. And this in my special little notebook. But I lose it. Sorry, my fault.
I lost it.
I lost it. Sorry, my
Okay.
fault.
So I can't seem to remember how many people started vacation this week. I started to bring you up to date in the snow notebook. Doesn't sound quite right. Not sure if that's the best answer. I can't remember how many people started vacation because I started to blank this in my notebook. Let's see. Bring you up to date has been used already, so we're not going to use that again.
Oh.
It's already been used one time. We've used, in the chat window, you can see we've used bring you up to date, and we've used on the spur of the moment, and we've just used fell through. So, what else do you think we could put here? I've started to, oh, I see which one it is. Oh, I can tell. Here,
Sorry,
here,
I can't.
this one, I've started to. What have I started to write, Ayano? What have I started to write in my notebook? Exactly.
What? I've started to notebook.
What have I started to write in my notebook? Forget about the language and just tell me, in your own words, what am I writing? What notes am I taking?
How many people started their vacations?
Exactly. I'm keeping a record of the people. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. Which one of these means to keep a record? That's your clue. It means basically to make notes, to have a record of what you did, or something like that.
Sorry, I have no idea.
Help her out, class. To keep a record is the same as?
Keep track of.
Keep track of, exactly. So number 4 is keep track of. I'll put that in the chat window for you. And you'll see, Ayano, can you read the sentence again? But this time use keep track of, and let's hear how it sounds.
Yes. I can't remember how many people started their vacations last week. I started to keep
Track
keep track
of.
this in my specialist little notebook, but I lost it. Sorry, my fault.
Very good. So it fits. I started to keep track of this. Pause. In my special little notebook. So this is part of that report that the guy was writing when his boss went away. And he's telling the things that have happened while the boss was away. If I remember, oh, sorry, this is the boss writing to the person, to the employee, I guess, right? Let me just make sure I got it right. The manager was on vacation. Jasper must write a report about what happened. No, it's Jasper writing the report. Oh, sorry, got it back. Got it backwards. Keep track of is correct. It means to keep a record. But he lost his notebook. Now we don't know how many people started their vacations. Jasper is a bad employee. Back to you, Sergey, for number 3. Why don't you do the first 2 in number 3? Because it's kind of long. Yeah, go for it.
Sure, okay. For the first few days after you left, we were making good time on the render project. There were no problems and everything was proceeding well. But everybody was getting tired, so I gave all of them an extra week vacation. Now we are behind the schedule, but don't worry.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So let me see. We've got number 5 is making good time, and number 6 is behind schedule, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Now we are behind the schedule.
Now we're behind schedule. Okay, Claudio, continue. Don't worry. Take the last 2, Claudio.
Yeah. I don't know what, but I try. But don't worry. Everyone can work blank until we are on schedule again.
Okay.
I think I'll take about 6 weeks. 2 blank. That's because everyone went on strike. When they discovered they will have to work 24 hours a day.
You don't want to work 24 hours a day. That's bad.
Yeah. I think that it's
I hear a cat.
Me too.
maybe the first could be everyone work catch up.
Okay, let me see if that makes sense. Everyone can work. Oh, we can't work catch up. Right idea, but the problem is the word work. We can't work catch up.
Yeah,
Everyone
to
can catch up, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work with the word work. Okay? So let's try that again. Everyone can work blank until we're on schedule again. Everyone can work blank until we're on schedule again. Everyone can work how? Everyone can work. Remember what they say later in the little exercise. They say, I think it'll take about 6 weeks blank because everyone went on strike when they discovered they'd have to work 24 hours a day. Oh, that's a big clue. Everyone can work how if they're going to work 24 hours a day, Claudio? How?
Like fair through.
Everyone 24 hours a day. If you're working 24 hours a day, which one of these expressions means you're working 24 hours a day?
Around the clock.
Around the clock. Okay, let's see if that makes sense. Everyone can work around the clock until we're on schedule again. Sounds good to me. What do you think? You agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
All right, so we're going to go with that for, I'm going to call that number 7. I know on the screen it doesn't say 7, but that's our 7th one. Around the clock. Excellent. And Claudia, the last one there? I think it'll take?
It'll take about 6 weeks to, in this case, carry out.
Carry out something. You need a something. And here, we don't have a something. We just have the end of the sentence. 6 weeks to... Now you can use what you said earlier, actually. What did you say earlier?
Yeah, fell through.
You didn't say fell through. That's not what you said. No.
Catch up. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
catch up. Very good. Okay, read it one more time with the right answers, Claudio. And at the end, class, let's decide if Jasper sounds like a good employee or a bad employee. Think about the things that are going wrong here. Go ahead, Claudio.
Yeah, sure. For the first few days after you left, we were making good time on the Randall project. There were no problems and everything was proceeding well. But everybody was getting tired, so I gave all of them an extra week's vacation. Now we're behind schedule, but don't worry, everyone can work around the clock until we're on a schedule again. I think it'll take about 6 weeks to catch up. That's because everyone went on strike when they discovered they will have to work 24 hours a day.
All right. What do you think, Carmen? Is he a good boss? When he took over for his boss, did he do a good job?
Not really.
Not really. Not when it comes to labor issues, anyway. Okay. Carmen, proceed to number 4. Let's see. You have to do 2 and number 4.
Okay. I had to blank the some project for a few months. They wanted us to begin next month, but since we are already behind schedule on the Randall project, I had to tell them to wait. Besides, I'll be on vacation for a month, so I won't be able to do the project. I know that you always like me to be involved in the projects personally.
Okay.
So let's say.
Let that sink in for a second. Okay. And your choices are here.
Okay, I had to... I had to put off. I had to put off.
I had to put off. Let's go back and make sure it works. I had to put off the Gleason project.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds okay to me. I had to put off. Yeah, it sounds like the best one to me. Yeah. Sounds good. Okay, so let's go with that. We're on to number 9. Number 9 we're going to say is put off. Excellent. Put off. Okay. And finally,
the other one is okay. That project they're going to put it off because they got another one on their hands, and now I don't know why. But besides, I'll be vacation for a month, so I won't be able to. I won't be able to carry out.
To carry out the project. Sounds pretty good to me. Okay, excellent. Give me a second, and we'll put that 9, number 10. Carry out. Won't be able to carry out. Did I hit return? There we go. Won't be able to carry out the project. I know that you always like me to be involved in projects personally.
And he's taking a month of vacation.
And he's taking a month of vacation. So Jasper did a great job. Okay. I've got 2 more here, but I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I'm going to read it, and whoever has the answer. Oh, actually, no. We need to give. Sorry, I need to give Ayano. I need to give you one more chance so that everyone has an equal turn. Sorry, Ayano, take number 5 for us. Sorry.
Yes. I got a lot of telephone calls about your daughter's wedding plans. Frankly, I didn't have time to answer all these questions. I was so busy thinking about my vacation. So I finally told everyone that your daughter's wedding was blank. In my opinion, he's not the right man for her anyway. You might want to tell her about this.
Wow, what did he tell everyone about the guy's daughter's wedding?
Wedding was blank. I have to answer the blank.
You have, of course. You can also use one that we used before if it fits. As long as it fits, that's all that matters. Okay, so take another look. I was so busy thinking about my vacation that I told everyone your daughter's wedding was blank. He's not the right man for her anyway. What did he tell? What did he tell everyone about the daughter's wedding? What do you think, Ayano?
Your daughter's wedding was called off.
Correct. It fits. It fits.
Really?
Yeah. I told everyone that your daughter's wedding was called off. He's not the right man for her. You know, you might want to tell her about this. She doesn't know that her wedding is not going to happen. Okay.
And you can just put off too.
Was put off.
No,
Doesn't fit that well. Put off. Because put off could mean 2 things. I put it off is I'm delaying it. Here, it's not delayed, it's canceled. Right?
Oh, it's cancelled. Okay.
It's canceled. And put off could also mean like it makes me feel sick. I was put off dinner when I saw that the chef didn't wash his hands when he came from the bathroom. I was put off. It made me feel sick. Wasn't appealing anymore. So put off could have 2 meanings. Okay, let's do the last 3. I'm going to read them. You shout it out if you know the answer. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the answers on screen, and I'm going to just read you the text. Okay? You tell me if you can figure it out.
Okay.
So, finally, I did something that'll make you very happy. I asked the president of the company, my uncle, to blank your retirement date.
Okay.
I know. What was it?
I mean, put off retirement date.
to put off your retirement date. Let's see. I know you don't really like coming to work, and I feel ready to take your place sooner than expected. To put off. Uh-oh, maybe that's not right because he's not delaying the retirement date. What's he doing to the retirement date? I'm going to take over for you. Since you've been on vacation, I'm going to take over for you.
Move up.
Move up your retirement date. So you're going to retire sooner than later.
Sooner, yeah.
Right.
Because it's taking your place.
Exactly. And then he continues. Besides, I'm sure you are blank the day when you won't have to come to work. No, don't thank me. Your happiness will be thanks enough.
Okay.
Besides, I'm sure you are blank the day when you won't have to come to work.
Looking forward to.
Looking forward to the day when you won't have to come to work. Sounds good to me. Don't thank me. Your happiness is thanks enough. And the last sentence, well, now that I've written this report, I blank go home. I need to plan for my vacation. Welcome back. I blank go home.
I'm about to go home.
I'm about to go home. Right? So, thank me later for all the great things I've done for you. And that is the story of Jasper and his boss. Okay, so that's a little warm-up and a review, and in some cases you're learning some new things as well. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get down to business. Okay? Mr. Who read last? Sergey. Mr. Sergey. I can't remember if I had you read or not, but you're going to do it this time. We're going to do a little role play. I want you to read the directions for us, and I want you to note that we're going to be using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to be using 10 different expressions that you've seen. We've seen all of these in today's class. Maybe, yeah, we've seen all of them in today's class. So you should be able to use all of them. Let's read the situation, Sergey. What's happening?
You are traveling to a friend's home in another part of the country. You haven't seen your friend in more than a year. Sorry. Okay. You had expected to have a lot of extra time, but because you started your trip late and you had some trouble following the map, you will probably arrive at your friend's house a day late. You are discussing how to handle the problem. There are several possibilities. Not stopping to eat, driving all night, canceling the visit. You blame each other for the problem.
There you go. Okay, Claudio, can you read through the idioms? Just read through them once so that they're fresh in our minds.
Yeah. Use the following idioms in your conversation. Look forward to, ahead of schedule, around the clock, make good time, call off, keep track of, put off, behind schedule, fall behind, and fall through.
Okay. Are there any idioms there that you're not sure of? Class, are there any idioms? We're going to do this role play with Claudio and Sergey. But are there any idioms there that we want to take a closer look at, or do you feel comfortable with all of them? Any questions? No? Okay. Here we go. As you listen, Carmen and Ayano, you're gonna make a note if you think they're using an expression incorrectly. I want you to make a note on a piece of paper or in the chat window, and we'll take a look at your feedback at the end. Okay, and then we're going to switch roles, and you and Carmen are going to do a little role play, and Claudia and Sergey are going to take notes on you. Okay?
Okay.
So notice, by the way, it doesn't mean that they're using them necessarily the wrong way. They might be using them correctly, but maybe you see an opportunity to use it differently. So it's just going to be feedback, okay? Like, oh, I would have said this, something like that. Okay, Sergey and Claudio, do the two of you get along? Are you getting along on this trip?
No.
Sergey and Claudio?
Yeah.
Do the two of you get along? Are the two of you arguing? I need a yes or a no.
I don't understand.
Me too. What are you asking? What language you are speaking?
Where are you in this role play, Sergey?
Okay, create a
It does
situation.
not matter because there are a couple of guys, right? Oh,
Say,
so which one failed to work with map, right?
exactly. Right. So,
Okay,
do we know who failed, Sergey?
I don't wanna to be a guy who failed.
Exactly. So you're going to blame Claudio. Claudio, in this role play, where are you? In this role play, according to the text, where are you? Are you in your office?
No, I am traveling.
Exactly. You're in a car traveling. Okay? Who failed with the map? Do you think it's you or is it Sergey?
Uh, uh, I think I lost.
You, who are you going to blame for getting lost? Yourself or are you going to blame Sergey?
What is blame?
Blame is to say who is responsible.
Okay.
Who are you going to blame? Are you going to blame yourself for getting lost or are you going to blame Sergey? I think you should blame Sergey. I think you should say it's his fault.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because you're fighting. So what are you fighting about? About who got lost. Okay,
Yeah.
now remember, you're going to go see your friend. You had expected to have a lot of extra time but you started your trip late and you had trouble following the map. You're blaming Sergey. Sergey's blaming you. Blame means to say that the other person is responsible, not you. You will probably arrive at your friend's house a day late. Oh my goodness. And you're figuring out how to handle the problem. You can maybe not eat, drive all night, just cancel the visit and go back home. You got to figure out what to do. In order to complete this roleplay successfully, you must, between the two of you, use all 10 idioms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, you must use all 10 idioms. Okay? So let's imagine you stop at a gas station and Sergey turns to you, Claudio, and Sergey says, what, Sergey?
Dude, we are behind the schedule. We should speed up. Why are you sitting here? Go and pay for this freaking gas. Something like that, okay?
One down, 9 to go. Very good.
Yeah. Well, I'm here because I am driving around the clock, like for the night. So I need to put gasoline in my car.
2 down, 8 to go.
Yeah. And it's
How about this, Sergey, Claudio? How about this? Dude, I've been driving around the clock, so what are you complaining about? You got to pass the ball back to him to complete the conversation. Remember, you're fighting. Dude, I've been driving around the clock.
oh yeah.
Okay,
Sir-
so this is
Sir-
your answer, right?
That's his answer.
Okay, my turn. Dude, it was your freaking phone which showed us a wrong map. You should make up for your freaking fault. So I'm looking forward. I look forward now. I look forward to seeing you running around this freaking gas station, get some gas and food. Come on, dude.
Dude, Claudio, he's blaming your phone. Your cheap phone that has a terrible map. Or you don't know how to use the map on your phone. I don't know which.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that you've got a 2-minute time limit. You've got time limit of 2 minutes. All 10 expressions within 2 minutes. Keep going, Claudio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think about how to solve the problem. What can you do to move forward?
Guys, it could be ahead of schedule, and maybe I can use.
Don't tell me. Just use it. Talk to Sergey. I'm the voice in your head, Claudio. I'm the voice in your head.
Yeah.
Talk to Sergio.
Yeah. Yes. I can go. I can go with you. Maybe I ahead of schedule in other time, or
Wait a second.
Yeah.
I can go with you. The two of you are traveling together, Claudio. Claudio.
Yeah.
Who's in the car with you, Claudio? Who's in the car? Who's in the
Well,
car with you? Sergio's in the car with you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's saying you don't know how to read the map, and that's why you're lost. But you don't agree. You think it's his fault. I don't know why you think it's his fault, but you think it's his fault. Okay?
Okay.
So far we've used behind schedule, round the clock, and look forward to. He's saying you don't know how to read the map on your phone, and that's why you're lost. Now, you've got to figure out what to do about the problem. Should you drive all night? Should you forget about eating? Should you cancel the trip? You decide. You've got 30 seconds left.
Well, it's call off. We call off the trip.
We could call off the trip. What do you think, Sergey? Is that a good option?
And come
You
back.
know what? You are calling off the trip. I'm gonna to catch up a car on the road and drive it around the clock to reach my good fellow to make a good time with him. And you go home, you stupid idiot.
Wow, that's a lot of abuse. Okay, so
Yeah, what?
we went a little over 2 minutes here. We went a little over, but I heard 5 expressions. Behind schedule from Sergey, around the clock from Claudio. 3 was look forward to by Sergey. We could call off the trip was Claudio, and catch up, which is a good expression. Was it on the list? It's not on the list, but it's a good expression, so we'll count it. So Carmen and Ayando, you've got to beat 5. You've got to beat 5. I'm going to give you a different situation. Okay, Carmen, could you read the background for us in this role play?
Okay. The child is planning to get married, but now that the wedding is only a week away, he or she is getting cold feet. She has been very nervous all the time about the marriage, and the new husband wife. But also about the ceremony.
You're going to talk to Ayano, right? So
Yeah. Okay, that was you, the she, right? And the new husband, but also about the ceremony and all plans that are necessary for a big wedding. You're trying to convince your child convince your child that everyone gets cold feet before a wedding.
Okay, let's make sure cold feet is clear. What does it mean to have cold feet in this context?
I think you're panicking because you're about to get married, and all the plans that you're making be much for you. But I was just wondering, cold feet meaning too that you've got second thoughts, so it's just that you're nervous.
No, you're panicking, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe second thoughts, you're panicking, second thoughts. Okay.
But when you think second thoughts, it's because you're not sure if you want to marry him.
Probably because you're panicking, probably.
Okay then.
I agree with you, I think she's nervous.
Mm-hmm.
So Ayando, what are you going to be doing? What are you going to be doing in this situation, this role play? Just to be clear, Ayano?
Yes.
So who are you in this role play? Are you the mother or you're the daughter?
Mother.
No, you're the daughter.
Daughter.
Yeah, because Carmen was talking about your new husband, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're the daughter. You're about to get married. But Ayano, you've got cold feet. Does that
Yes.
mean that you're ready to get married or you're not ready to get married?
Not get married.
Yeah. Well, maybe you will get married, but you suddenly don't feel ready. Suddenly you're not sure. Okay? Any questions about the situation, Ayano? Any questions?
Must be very nervous and also. Am I a daughter?
Yes, you are.
Yes,
No,
I am.
I'm your mom. Your mother, so I'm your
Yes.
mother.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
daughter. Yes.
Okay, Ayano, I'd like you
Yes.
to read the idioms. We've got to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my goodness, we got 12 idioms we're going to try to use. I want you to read through the list for me, please, Ayano.
Um, read.
Read the idioms at the bottom of the page. Okay?
Yes, I know. Uh, be about to, look forward to, put off, on the spur of the moment, fall through, behind schedule, call off, around the clock, keep track of, move back, carry out, just around the corner.
Very good. Any questions about what those idioms mean? Any questions?
I don't know some of idioms,
Such as?
such as just around the corner.
Just around the corner. We saw that yesterday. Okay?
Yes.
And think about this. Think about this. Let me give you an example. 1 second. I don't have an example of this one, do I? If I said,
The wedding is just around the corner.
okay, let's use that. Ayano, if the wedding is just around the corner, the wedding is just around the corner, does that mean the wedding will happen soon or the wedding will happen much later?
Very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon. Yes.
Very soon, exactly.
I
It's just
understand.
around the corner? Very soon.
Yes.
Okay.
I understand. Yes.
Any other idioms we can clarify? Anything else?
I don't know. On the spur of the moment.
On the spur of the moment. Okay, let's imagine a situation. Okay? Let's
Yes.
imagine a situation for a second. Let's say you're on the metro. Okay? You're on the metro. A strange man asks you out on a date on the metro. A man walks up to you and says, "Hey, want to go out to dinner with me?" Would you feel comfortable, Ayano?
No.
Of course not. Of course not. You know why? Because he asked you on the spur of the moment. You don't know him and you weren't expecting it. Would you be surprised in that situation, Ayano?
Yes. Surprise situation. Okay.
Exactly. On the spur of the moment is a surprise. Exactly. You're not expecting it. It's something that happens instantly. Okay?
Okay.
Fantastic. Let's give it a try. Okay? So, we're going to try to use all 12 idioms. Actually, we're not. You know why? Because look what the time is. Oh, we have a problem. We've only got a minute left. Uh-oh. What are we going to do, Carmen? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What are we going to
Make
do,
it as quickly
Carmen?
as possible.
Okay, as quickly as possible. I can go a minute or two over. Okay, if everyone can stick around for 2 minutes, we'll do. Let's see if we can get 4 out of 12. 4 would be a good number. Carmen, take it away.
Okay. Hi, Suti. You're about to get married. The wedding is just around the corner. How do you feel about it? Ayano.
Yes. Sorry.
She's saying the wedding is just around the corner. How do you feel about it?
I'm I won't call off. No, put off the wedding
Good. Very good. I want to put off the wedding. Because, Ayano? Because?
because
You, you don't have to use an expression. Just, I want to put off the wedding because. How do you feel?
I'm getting cold feet.
Exactly.
But
Getting cold.
there's no idiom.
There you go. Very good. Carmen,
Sorry.
what do you say to that?
Oh, sweetie, I can't keep track of all the times you said you had cold feet about the wedding. So you should be looking forward to it.
You should be looking forward to it, Ayano.
Yes, maybe. I was looking forward to be married, but the ceremony is very nervous.
And maybe the ceremony happened without you expecting it. Maybe it was too sudden. If it was too sudden, you could say it happened. How, Ayano?
Excuse me. Please tell me again.
Maybe the wedding happened without you expecting it. Maybe it's too sudden. Maybe it's happening too quickly. If you feel it's happening too quickly, you could say the wedding is happening how? Which one of those expressions? If it's happening too suddenly, too quickly.
On the spur of the moment.
There you go. Excellent. It's happening on the spur of the moment. Mom, I don't know what to do.
Just forget about all the nervous you are. Oh no, forget about how you're feeling today, because it's just you're nervous. So, and we're just going to carry out all the plans. We've been working around the clock to get everything ready.
Wow, I can't even keep track of how many you've used so far. We're going to have to stop here because I've got to start the next class, but very good. So I counted about to, around the corner, around the clock, put off, keep track of, looking forward, on the spur of the moment, and I think there was one or two others.
And put off. She said put off.
And put off, right. So that's at least 7 of these expressions. That's pretty good. Very good. Now what I suggest you do is download a copy of this for yourself, right? Click the link and review it for later. There's also a few exercises you could do if you're interested to get a little bit more practice, okay? I may come back to these later with another activity when I do these classes. I may come back to old ones to give you another chance to review some of the things we've done before. So every Tuesday and Wednesday we'll be doing these Fluency Fundamental classes. Okay, I've got to start the next class, guys, so stick around for that if you like. It's going to be part 2 of our business class. We're going to be playing a fun, exciting game called Card or Conversations. You'll see how that works in just a minute. Bye for now, everyone. Great job.
Thank
See
you, John.
soon.
Very
Bye-bye.
interesting today.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.